Hello, my name is Dennis O'Sullivan and I am head teacher at Chauncey School. This is my 23rd open evening. For the previous 22, we had rock music, we had me marauding the stage, instilling the audience, particularly the young people, with the fear that I might stumble off that stage. I involved the children in a sort of comedy store, picking on those in the front row. But now in these unique times, all I can do, and it is a pleasure, is talk to you this way about the great things going on at Chauncey School. I hope you make your choice of school wisely, and in this area of Hertford and Ware, I have to say, you are spoiled for choice. We are all good. Some of us are classed outstanding by Ofsted, and we are classed as outstanding in all areas by Ofsted. However, there's more to a school than just Ofsted. I spend my days now walking around the school, going in every classroom, seeing every teacher every day. I can't show you around on tour this year, but I can still go around, and I am in awe of what I see going on in the classroom. Dedicated, professional, happy teachers with well-planned lessons, teaching in an orderly, quiet, interactive, inspirational, dynamic way. Our children, 1,200 of them. I'm fairly sure that I know what parents want from this school for their children. You want this to be a safe learning environment, safe physically but also from all sorts of bullying. You want this to be a place where your child will be happy, because a happy learner is a successful learner. And when we're talking about a successful learner, that can maybe somebody who is a successful, high-achieving academic student. That may be somebody who goes on to excel in sports, arts, drama. It will, I hope, be somebody who is a mature, socially articulate young person, able to become a meaningful, successful part of our community, because these young people are going to be the workers, the carers and the leaders of our future complicated technological society. Chauncey School, at the moment of lockdown, was at our best. We were overachieving our own high expectations in all areas, and the school was a genuinely exciting place to be, where the students were working really well with us. However, whatever obstacles are thrown in our way, we will surmount them. So our motto last year became, what do you do after an outstanding Ofsted? And we've got our new motto, from the mountaintops to the stars, because there is no limit to what your students, what your children can achieve with our amazing staff. We have orderly classrooms. Everyone has orderly classrooms. We have very few rules, but the major rule is that no child, no adult, no outside influence is allowed to distract from our key role of teaching the children and helping them achieve their best. So it may be that Chauncey School, and me that is in this case, expel more children than some of our local schools. I make no bones about it. No one is going to stand in the way of your child doing their best at this school. When Ofsted talked to our staff, Ofsted were amazed at the result of the staff survey. 100% returned, saying that the staff of this school supported the leadership of this school in what we were doing as a school. Now what that means is that Steve Walton, CAREY, Craig Burnett, my management team, we've been together for 20 years. Our Chair of Governors, Bob Watson, has been with us for 17 years. We know what each other thinks, what each other believes, and we know how committed each of us is to our aim of promoting student achievement virtually at all costs. Now, you may not think that we're doing it the right way, and that is fine for you to think so, but I can assure you we are consistent. I make no bones about promoting academic results. We are overperforming every year, and that also helps. with our reputation with the government and also our ability to bring money into the school. It is partly the reason why with our 1,200 students we are still oversubscribed, and I've still got appeals for last year coming up in a few weeks. But to academic results, Mrs. Carey's been driving the curriculum and the results forward for 20 years. She will be talking about this graph in some greater detail, but I do a presentation every September with every child and the governors and the staff, and it's the same presentation. The graph you see in front of you shows a diagonal line going from left to right. That is the national achievement line. That is how hundreds of thousands of students last year did in their examinations. The green circles represent, in each case, one of our students. And if they're above the line, it meant that they did better than their own Key Stage 2 results, the scores they got at age 11, they did better than those results would predict. If they did below the line, we failed them, and they failed with us. Now, if you look at that line, most are above or on the line. The lowest ability children did very, very well at Chauncey School. The middle ability children did exceedingly well, except where they were distracted, decided to give up and not to work with us. And you will see below the diagonal line, in the middle, about half a dozen green circles. I'm sorry, we couldn't work with everybody successfully. You will see at the top end, invariably, our most able students did better than nationally. And I have to say, that's quite often much better than in other schools in Hertfordshire. As I say, Mrs. Carey will talk about that, and if you care to phone her up, she'll talk at great length. But our teachers know that the exams matter massively.
Hi, my name's CAREY. I'm Deputy Head in charge of Curriculum and Assessment, and I'm going to speak to you about students' results. So, a very different experience this year. The final drive towards the exams was cut short and students were unable to sit any of their final GCSEs, A-levels or vocational qualifications. Believe it or not, many were disappointed. And so it was down to the teachers, together with their heads of departments and senior leaders, to calculate students' grades this year. And this we did, with accuracy and precision. We know we did it really well because we had our results checked by an external organisation who said that they were spot on. Now, while students were unable to sit the exams, it's well worth remembering that these grades represent 5 or 7 years of hard work, and they were very well deserved. So let's have a look at the performance of our young people this year. This chart shows the proportion of students at Chauncey who've achieved at least a grade 4 in both English and Maths, alongside their other GCSEs. This is what students need to move on to the sixth form or to higher level courses at college. We look at 3-year averages as a way of assessing trend, and you can see that whilst there's little change in the national picture, achievement at Chauncey continues to improve. Ofsted said that students of all abilities make very strong progress. Let's have a closer look at this. This chart shows us the progress that each and every student made between entering the school and the end of Year 11. This is how it works. Along the bottom, students' SAT scores that they achieved at the end of Year 6. Up the side, student scores in their best 8 subjects at GCSE. The black dots show the national picture. So, a student entering secondary school with a high point score in Year 6 will usually go on to achieve a high point score in Year 11. A student entering with a lower point score at the end of Year 6 will usually go on to score at the lower end of the grade range, and so on. Each of the green dots is a Chauncey student. And look, students at the top end of the ability range are mostly above the line. They make better progress than similar students nationally. Lower ability students make better progress than their counterparts nationally. Middle ability students, a little more mixed, but lots of students above the line. They make better progress than other middle ability students nationally. And this isn't a one-off, it's what we do, year after year after year. They don't all make it. You can see the ones who didn't work with us. We know who they are. We tried really hard, but they didn't want it, preferring to go home and play computer games. However, the overwhelming majority of students buy into what we have to offer and achieve fantastic results. These are the top 100 grades. And the next 100. In fact, nearly a quarter, 23% of all grades were top grades. Onto the sixth form. We offer two types of course. Many of our young people go on to take A-level courses. Others opt for our vocational courses. Some students mix and match. Students have different starting points, needs and aspirations. Ofsted reckon that our curriculum in the sixth form is one of the best they've seen. The DI and DI Star stand for Distinction and Distinction Star. These are the top vocational grades and carry the same university points as an A or A Star at A level. Again, top kids achieve top grades. We're very good at the extended project qualification, and you can hear a bit more about that from our head girl. Following on from the sixth form, many of our young people head off to university or specialist college. A number of students manage to secure higher level apprenticeships, some with the opportunity to study for a degree financed by the company. These positions are highly sought after, but we'll help you. Much admired by Ofsted, our comprehensive careers programme means that students make informed choices about their futures.
We are fully staffed in all our areas of the curriculum, of admin, of site management, of teaching assistants. We attract people locally to come and train here and work here. I have personally appointed everyone in the school, whether it be a deputy head or an admin manager or a head of science, to their current position. We train so many of our teachers now. We've got half a dozen training with us at the moment for next year, and 3 of them in their second week. Oh, so exciting. We train and then we promote internally. When they do decide to go, as people must at some point, Chauncey staff are given jobs all over the place. They are welcomed, sought after and valued. We have massive expectations of our staff, and in this time of post the first wave of lockdown, it's been so wonderful to see the way they have come back, just bursting to get back into the classroom. And I have to say, these 2 weeks have been wonderful. The children have been really hard-working and cooperative, very friendly, very grateful to be back at school, and the teachers are buzzing. They're doing their best work and things are going very well. Matters beyond our control may change all that in the future. To parents, to all of you, I'm going to ask you to trust us. We have the intention of helping your child achieve their very best as a student, as a human being, as a future leader of society. We want to work with you. We expect you to want to work with us. There's some old research that said if the parents in the school are singing from the same hymn sheet, a child has an 85% chance of success, no matter what their starting point. The same research said that if the parents and the school are at loggerheads, that same child will have an 85% chance of failure in whatever terms you like. So we do ask for your trust. We expect our teachers and me and the rest of the team here to do our very, very best. but we expect you to support us as well. And when Ofsted came, 98% of parents gave their overwhelming support. And if you do follow our Facebook page, and I would suggest you do over the next few weeks, and I also suggest you talk to parents and your neighbours and the children that you see on the, well, maybe not on the streets, but if you talk to people who are from Chauncey, who know of Chauncey, you will find that that support is overwhelming. Keep your eyes on Facebook, because we will be printing loads and loads of pictures and stories and articles about what our children, our young people are achieving day after day at Chauncey. My final comment is based on something that happened in 1998 when I came here. The school was eager for change, the governors wanted change, and I was very, very lucky to introduce a number of things. We got new staff, we got some money in, the numbers started growing. But I said at that time, what if we do all these things? What if we successfully promote student achievement? What if we get record exam results, as we have done for most of the last 20 years? What if people still don't come? Well, I have to tell you, we had 421 students that day. We have 1,201 this day. And I leave you with the field of dreams. We've built it. I hope you want to come here. If you're successful in gaining a place at this school, commit to working with us, and I can assure you we will all want to succeed in working with you and your children. Thanks for listening.